Okay, I want to try to talk about my bottle chopping experience. The only thing I did not have handy is a bottle. But basically, I'm talking about soda bottles, maybe 20-ounce bottles, or 1 liter bottles. My primary bottle chopper is this inexpensive chinois katana, which was probably $70 when I bought it new, maybe some 5 years ago. And I did sharpen it a little bit. The sharpening stone is not very good. I'm waiting for a better one to arrive in the mail. But that sword will cut the bottles very nicely. And it's even been abused a little bit. But bottles are no problem whatsoever. I did struggle to cut bottles with this, even though I sharpened it. Just the metal doesn't hold a very nice edge, and it's floppy, so it doesn't transfer the energy, and I found it to be largely ineffective. I have another sword here that was probably $15, and now I can't find it. But I tried sharpening it. It's a little bit like this one right here. This is one of these Joker swords, and barely has a tang to it. And I think it was seriously like $15 or $20, and it didn't cut the bottle. In fact, the sword bent when I tried to hit it. Here's another one of these inexpensive things, but this actually works really well. And I did sharpen this, and this I can use in the kitchen just fine, and it also will chop bottles nicely. This I did not try to hit them yet, but I'm sure that this will also work if I sharpen the edge to be nice and sharp. But this does cut fabric just fine. Here's another chinois sword. And also pretty inexpensive. I've never sharpened it. I need to clean the rust off, I'm sure. But I think it will hold a reasonable edge. Probably second only to the chinois katana that I have. But I found that this, unsharpened on the straight, would not cut a 20-ounce bottle. Now, if I hit it with the tip where it's round, it would. But interestingly, I bought this piece of sheet metal, and it's not a quality metal at all. And I did file down the edge to be kind of thinner than the actual thickness of the metal, and I chopped the bottle today with it, and it went through like the bottle wasn't even there. And the cut was pretty rough, so the blade was not very good. But I guess just because of the weight, such a large piece of metal, and then I probably hit it right around where that point is right there, it was really effective. I mean, I didn't feel the bottle. It's about when I get a really good cut with this katana, I have about the same resistance. I swung it, I had one hand on it, it's quite heavy, and the bottle made a sound, but I didn't feel it. I'm sure I hit it though, because the bottle came into half. So really this is just to kind of show off my pan sword. It's quite large. This is just mild steel purchased from Home Depot. You can buy these sheets of steel in their stock. It's not for blades, it's just structural metal. I would be really interested to see what a really nice piece of metal would work like in this form factor. It's quite good. Really something. It was an amazing experience. I have ordered a inexpensive, it was about $200 with the true swords or Bud K pricing, for a T-10 Sokojikara katana, and I think that that'll be an improvement on this, although not what quote-unquote T-10 blade is capable of performing. It's supposed to be differentially hardened, but I'm sure that the quality will not be what a more wealthy collector might expect. However, I do think that it will wildly outperform any of the swords I've got. And I should be able to cut some harder targets than just bottles with it. Which I haven't really tried, but I'm sure that based on the difficulty that I've had cutting bottles when this isn't quite sharp, I think that if I tried to cut harder targets, I would need maybe a better quality piece of metal. Alright.